could change anything. I could change anything. If I changed anything, I mean anything, I would change everything. Oh yeah.
Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Grantinspo. In today's video, we will be discussing one of my newly published blog posts.
Artlist.io.
So you guys know how yearly I try to publish, for last year for Grantinspo's blog post, Grantinspiration blog post, I spoke on the topic of creating your vision board and how to do your vision
Music
board and how it
licensing
impacts
reimagined.
your life and creativity and all that good stuff. I'll leave a link to it in the description. So for this year, I kind of switched it up. Instead of creating a vision board this time, I decided to make some changes to make it a little bit more mature in a sense, because as the years goes by, you
Artlist.io.
would want to be more direct and mature in your thinking and the way you process things and the way you go about life and the way you decide to accomplish things in your life and what you decide that you want to accomplish or achieve by a certain time. So for this
licensing
video, we'll be
reimagined.
talking about short-term and long-term goals specifically. But the topic of today's blog that I'll be talking about is, let me pull up the blog post just a second. So basically you guys will be helping me to edit it and all those good stuff. So if you hear me say anything wrong, grammatically correct, or you guys want to correct, just the link will be in the description, and
Artlist.io.
of course you guys can leave a comment right here on YouTube and I'll definitely check it out, and if there's any changes needed to be made, I will definitely make those adjustments. And also guys, I will leave a link to the website that my blog is featured on. So besides my own blog page, my blog is featured
Music
on a
licensing
website. It's called Impact in
reimagined.
Jamaica. Yes, Impact in Jamaica. So it's basically a channel. How do I put it? I'll put the description in. I'll put the link in the description. Basically, it's like a podcast with about 4 other blogs, and they're different ranges. So mine is for inspiration, and I think there's one for tourism and attraction and all those things. But you could definitely check it out once I put the link in the description.
Artlist.io.
So the major heading for today's topic on my blog post is how to plan for your year. Get it? How to plan for your year. So instead of making a blog post this time like last year, where basically it spoke about creating the vision board and giving you how to make the vision board and what to do, and cutting out scraps from your newspaper and putting the pictures together and making your life come true. I hope and I know for sure that a lot of you who have read the blog post and tried it yourself, it would have definitely yielded some results to your life. And even if you did not get a chance to accomplish everything that you wanted to accomplish in 2023, you could definitely bring it over to 2024. Okay? So do not beat up yourself, do not be anxious, do not be depressed, do not compare yourself to other people online, because it will bring you no joy, and it'll definitely just bring you back into a negative spiral, downward spiral. Okay, so be positive and do not beat up yourself, because every day is a new gift. You get a second chance to go after your goals, reach out for your dreams, and make them possible. Every day is a new gift. All right, so back to the blog post. So the major heading, as I mentioned earlier, is how to plan for your year, and the subheading is planning ahead. So basically, I opened it by saying, some days I sit in a cloud surrounded by all my thoughts, ranging from short term plans to long term goals, and of course, the negative ideas that try to infiltrate the positive ones. Can I tell you about it? So, you ever just sit on a regular day and think to yourself, what would my life be like if I did this? And what would my life look like if I did this? Or what would my life look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Those are definitely the thoughts that we have on a day-to-day basis, and of course wanting to live. I don't know about you guys, but I want to be the best version of myself, so I try to improve myself as we go by, whether it be through taking a different course, whether it be through listening to a new podcast, whether it be reading a new book, whether it be watching an inspirational YouTube video to uplift myself, to motivate myself to carry on, to keep going. I just always try to aim and put things together to be and create the best version of myself. And why I say be, because we are human beings, not human doing. There's a big difference there. Yeah, guys. So I went on to talk about, I quoted, what's going on in that powerful, beautiful, majestic mind of yours? Feeling indecisive, lost, or helpless? Because, sometimes after many years of constantly making goals or creating a plan and it doesn't work, it doesn't yield any result, you sometimes get frustrated and you get lost or you feel helpless. So I'm here today to reassure you and reaffirm and ensure that you know that you are quite capable of accomplishing everything that you set your mind to accomplish, and that it is very, very, very possible for you. It is possible for you. It is possible for me, and it is possible for you. It's possible for anyone to accomplish their dreams once they put their head to it. Putting your head to it and also creating plans, whether it be short term or long term plans. So, of course, I went on to talk about you're not being alone, you not being alone with probably falling back on your plans or your dreams. You sometimes just need inspiration. As I mentioned, you might need inspiration, motivation to build your drive and focus on achieving all that you desire. This is what I found out just from watching motivational YouTube videos and listening and reading audiobooks. Listening to audiobooks and reading books. So these books mostly are geared towards self-development because you're the project. You're the project. You're your art. You're always working on yourself to improve yourself, to create a better version of yourself, and to show up differently than you did yesterday. You owe it to no one, to be the same version of yourself for 8 years, 10 years, 9 years. You owe it to no one. So if I show up today with a different quality than I had yesterday, then it means that I'm growing. It means that I'm improving on myself, and that uh the work that I'm doing is not going in vain, basically. So this is the way we go from here. Always create a plan of what you want to achieve, and it is advised that you put a date when you'd like to achieve these goals or dreams by. The reason for this is that it gives you this sense of motivation or drive to always have in the back of your head that you have to accomplish this. You have to do this by that time, because excuse me, because this is how you will get the adrenaline rush or pump to say, okay, I have to do this. I have to make this happen by then. And even if it does not happen within the time frame that you want it to happen, just ensure that it happens at least in this lifetime or some other Anyways, yes. So a short-term plan ranges from 1 to 5 years, depending on how or what you're working to achieve. Put it this way, a short term plan basically is something that you work towards achieving in the very near future. Always be realistic with your goals. This way it will help you to put much pressure. It won't put much pressure on you, which can lead to anxiety, depression, or a burnout. Remember to ask for help if you need help, and always prioritize your health, whether it be mental or physical, because you need your body to function to achieve your goals and accomplish your goals. So, moving along nicely, let me share a little story with you. The younger version of myself would never thought or think of making a plan for the future, not to mention a long-term or short-term plan. It wasn't until my teenage years when I started to participate in sessions that included businessmen and women sharing their ideas and how they plan for the future. They knew when, how, and where they wanted things to happen, and best believe they had strategies in place to ensure these plans were successful. Now, look at me sharing with you my knowledge of planning and sharing how it has helped me to prepare for my future. Which leads me to the next point. Long term goals or plans, as the name suggests, are goals that you will work towards achieving over a period of time. The period of time may range from 6 to 10 years and even more. Just as with life, there is no limit when planning for the future. Do not ever put a limit on yourself. You are capable beyond measure. You are an just affirm yourself. I'm an infinite spiritual being with limitless potential. You have limitless potential. Really, you do. Because it is basically what you tell your mind. Your mind, think of your brain as the programmer of your body, or it tells you what you can and cannot do, which is crazy because the thing that just up here, just from a thought, you can create beautiful things. You can create the life that you want to live. You can create the lavish lifestyle. You just have to make the plans, have the resources, and put things together, and it will
And
definitely work out. It
shout
will
out to
definitely
everyone
work out.
that's going to school right now. Shout out to everyone that's doing something to help themselves. Shout out to everyone, every university student who is pushing through to make it to the final lap. I know that it's not easy, but we got this. We can make it for sure. Right? I know that we can make it, guys. We work together.